It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by an exciting athlete. 4th overall pick of the draft out of Florida, Anthony Richardson.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass. That's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Richardson going right to the air. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. You look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head, number 1 versus number 1. I've talked about that running backs renaissance for a while. Can they slow these guys down? Where's my helmet? I want to play.
Jeez, you are fired up. Something's got to give. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Able to slither by. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Being chased out left. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Jackson on 1st down. That is incomplete. The Ravens at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 24 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much on one throw.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They need 2. Here's third down. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Up the middle, here's Taylor. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Well, this defense for the Ravens, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big pickup of 38.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield.
Kinsey, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Dayo Odangbo in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Jackson now. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That is caught, and he is going to have a Ravens first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Wide open receiver complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McKenzie. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Richardson looking to throw. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. And Richardson back to throw it. Flush. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Justin Madubuike in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up a great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Jackson. Oh, just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Gay's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this 2nd half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Head back onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 56 yards. And Jackson throwing once more. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Ravens are able to add on to that lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And he will bridge strong, and now it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded at about the 28. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down. Jackson options out left, and he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Richardson. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Now it's Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Richardson looking to throw this. He'll drop this down to Taylor. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. And the Ravens have got it. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big brute.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Looking to throw. Jackson working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 38-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
4th down, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens will have solid field position yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here now, 2nd and 4. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Jackson. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets.